Okay. So we all discussed these points in the related to place of supply, and let's discuss about, because under place of supply there are a lot of examples. A lot of rules are there. So which we'll discuss in few hours, and then we can move on to the next chapter. I hope that, yeah, just look at this one. Uh, so here when you look at place of supply of services in relation to the immovable property. So these things we discussed here yesterday, like in the previous class. Okay, it's depend on these are the kinds of services which are being provided by the service providers like architects, interior decorators, surveyors, engineers, and all those people. Okay, or any other which is ancillary services ancillary to the these services. So okay, immovable property located and intended to be located. So it's depend on location of the immovable property. If it is outside India, location of the recipient. Okay, so please look at that. Recipient may not be in the abroad only. So a recipient might be in India itself, but the service is being provided abroad. So in that case, the location of the recipient will be considered as a place of supply of service. Okay, so that you have to be clear with that. You should not think that okay, the service is provided abroad and that is the location. No, the service might have provided outside, but the location of the particular recipient who has taken the service probably might be India, so a particular state. So that will be considered. This location of the recipient will be considered. We did discuss about example related to the architect in the previous class. So just move on further. So next we'll discuss place of supply of service by way of lodging accommodation. Okay, we know that services, because here there are a lot of things come across, because there are a lot of service oriented companies are there, registered persons are there who are providing services to the clients. So we look at a few of them. So let's look at this example, section 2 subsection 3 clause B. So here nature of the service you could see hotel, okay, in guest house is all, it's all hotels only, guest house, homestays, okay, a club or a campsite by whatever name called, and including a houseboat or any on the other vessel, houseboat. So any services related to that. Okay. So here, in this case of services, this kind of services, what is the place of supply? Okay, what is the place of supply? So property, see, please be understand, okay, property located or intend to be located in India. So it says that where is the property is located. For example, your hotel or your guest house or homestay, where it is located. So location of the immovable property or a boat or a vessel, where it is located. Okay. So we know that in some of the cases, like houseboats, and we find in Kerala and then some of the Alleppey and some of the locations. So that is the location where the boat is situated, or a vessel is being situated or located. So that is considered, that place is considered as a place of supply because service is provided and that in that location. Okay. So that's the reason the place, the location of the immovable property, where your hotel is there, where your guest house is there, where your resort is there, that is considered as a place of supply of service where the service is being delivered to the recipient. So if it is the outside India, if the service is been outside India, it's like service is given outside it. Location of the recipient. Okay, so location of the recipient is where where the person he belongs to, which location he belongs. So based on that. So let's look at few examples, then you will have a better understanding. Okay, let's look at this. Mr. Rohit, a registered person in Jaipur. He went to Kolkata and stays in Taj Hotel at Kolkata. He also availed a beauty treatment services at hotel. Find the place of supply of service and tax liability in the hands of the Taj Hotel. Mr. Rohit is the person who has taken the service. He goes and stays in the Taj Hotel and takes the even beauty treatment also in that hotel, which will be available. Okay. So what is the place of supply then? So he belongs to Jaipur. Okay. He belongs to not Kolkata. He belongs to Jaipur and Jaipur. So here place of service will be Kolkata. Sorry. Okay. So here you could see what is the place of supply of service. So it's been clearly mentioned. Kolkata is the place of supply of services. Is the same for the accommodation of service by the hotel as well as the beauty health treatment. So whatever, because beauty treatment is is a part of the in the hotel service because it is there. Hotel itself is providing the beauty services. That means the both services have been provided at the Kolkata because Taj Hotel is located at Kolkata, and Mr. Rohit from Rajasthan who has moved to the Kolkata to stay there and he got the service. That means the Taj has to pay, the hotel has to pay GST. Okay, so but here what you could see, here you could see that service is being provided at the Kolkata. So location, place of the supply will be, services will be Kolkata. Okay, so see, even the Mr. the who has taken the service, when he makes a payment, he will pay the GST, and the GST will be collected, and the company will pay the later make the file the returns. So that's how the place of supply will be Kolkata. Okay, next rule. Place of supply of services by way of accommodation in any immobile property for organizing certain things. You could see the separate section 12 subsection 3. So here what you could see, nature of the service, any marriage or reception or matters related thereto, official social, cultural, religious or business function including services provided in the relation to a such function of the such property. So what you could see here, marriage or official, cultural, religious, business functions and everything. So if those kind of services is being provided, okay, so then what is the place of supply we have to will be considered. Okay, so it says that property located or intend to be located in India, where that immobile property is located. That location is considered as the location of the immobile property is considered as the place of supply of service. If it is outside India, location of the recipient, the person, location of the person is considered. So that is how it is done. So because see here we come across a lot of different kinds of services. As we move on, there are a lot of things to study. This is like you will go through all these aspects. Okay, you can have to go back and once again read it, but this will create a lot of awareness because you will come to a lot of things here. So next talks about if the movable property or a boat or a vessel is located in more than one state or union territory, the supply of services shall be treated as made in each of the respective states or union territories in proportion to the value of services separately collected or determined in terms of the contract or agreement. For example, if the involved property or boat or vessel is located in many locations. Okay, if it's a vessel, it goes on moving from one place to one. If it is moves from the different states or union territory, so how the place of supply will be find or determined. So in this case, you could see that the supply of service shall be treated as a made in each of the respective. So it says that in each of the respective destinations, whatever the services have been given, that is proportionately will be considered. Okay, okay. Territories proportion to the value of the services separately collected or determined in terms of as per the agreement or a contract that is done. Okay, so let's look at few examples if it is there. Okay, here please remember, okay, these are the point because it will be done proportionately. Okay, so that's the reason I have highlighted the things. Okay, next you look at place of supply in relation to these things. These are the services which you could see. 12 subsection 4. See, previous was 3. Okay, you look at here 3 subsection A was there. So this is how different sections we are discussing. Okay. Okay, let's look at here. So example, place of supply of service in relation to restaurant or catering services, personal grooming, beautician, fitness, gym and all, no? Fitness services, beauty treatment services, health services including cosmetic surgery or plastic surgery. So if we have these kind of, if somebody is providing these kind of services, then what is the place of supply of service? So that clearly mentioned here. Where is the location? Location where the services are actually performed is considered as a place of supply. Okay. For example, restaurant is in Chennai, so service is being provided there. So location of the where the service is being given. Okay. So catering service, where he has come and where he has given the service. So that is considered. So location of the services are actually performed, okay, is considered as the, you know, place of supply of service. So let's look at the GST, rate changes. Here we discuss like what is the GST charge, because it depends on the the slabs. You look at restaurants with a hotel room tariff less than 7,500 at 5% without input tax credit. Restaurant with hotels room tariff is more than 7,500, still 18% with the input tax credit benefit. So outdoor catering 18% with input tax credit. So these are the slabs, rates, because depend on the what is the rate of the per room, because we know that in a hotel there are different rooms are there. Some rooms are charged at a particular range, price range are there. So accordingly, if room charges are less than 7,500 at 5% without input tax credit, it will be GST will be charged. So such a thing you have to remember these things. Okay. Next comes example. Mr. Nawab, person staying at Dubai, trained for the purpose of grooming of horse in Chennai. Find the place of supply of service. So what it clearly says that Mr. Nawab is a person staying at Dubai. He is not belong to India. Dubai, trained for the purpose of grooming of horse in Chennai. He was trained, okay, for the purpose of horse training, to do that. He was trained at Chennai. So it says that where is the find the place of supply of service. So what is the place of supply of service? So it's clearly mentioned that, okay, it is where at Chennai, because place where the service is given. Service, even though it's a person of Dubai, but where the service is being provided at Chennai. So place of supply of service will be Chennai, because it's been clear, the note is already clearly given as the horse are groomed in Chennai. So that's the reason the place of supply will be Chennai. Next, okay, Messrs Cut Limited provided hair cutting salon services located in Mumbai. Okay, where is located? It is in Mumbai salon. Mr. MS Dhoni came from Jharkhand to Mumbai after appointment for haircut. Their services are provided in Mumbai. Find the place of supply of service and tax liability in the hands of Messrs Cut Limited. So what you could see here, saloon is there. They have used the name of our ex-captain. Okay, MS Dhoni, who is from Jharkhand, he has come for the Mumbai. He gets the service in Mumbai. Okay, where the service is being provided in Mumbai. So that means the place of supply of service will be Mumbai, and even the owner of the service provider is also in Mumbai itself. So in that case, CGST and SGST is applicable because it's not interstate. Doesn't matter like MS Dhoni has come from the other state, no problem. Okay, even he might be of a different state, but where the service is being provided, okay, it is being provided at Mumbai, and that's the reason it's an intrastate service. Okay, it's an interstate service in that case. Okay, CGST and SGST will be the tax which will be levied. Okay, I hope you are following the things when I'm because here these are the things which very simple, but by when you look at the examples, then you get a more clarity about that. So let's look at the next one. Place of supply of services in relation to training and performance appraisal. So these are the services related to the training and performance appraisal, because many cases companies take the help of trainers. They come and train you, and many companies have take services of the outside consultancies or service providers to perform evaluation of the appraisal of their employees and all. Okay, so they get the service done by others. So let's look at those kind of services. Nature of the service you can see here. Services in relation to training and performance. Okay. Place of supply of service, as you could see, it related to the training and performance appraisal. So service in relation to the training and performance appraisal. In that case, what is the place of supply of service. Example, please look at here. Here little different compared to the previous one what you could see here. It is the service which is provided related to the training sessions, okay, training services or performance appraisal, services. Please look at here the two things. Example, one is in the case of the service provided to the registered person. Example, I am a supplier of the service. I am providing my service, training services to one more, recipient, the recipient who is also a registered person for GST. Okay. Okay. Next, you could see here provided to an unregistered person. Two cases are there here. So one is I am providing a service to the registered person and one for the unregistered person. So when you look at the provided to the registered person, then location of the recipient of service. If he is a registered person, what is his location? Location of the receiver of the services will be considered. Okay, please do not get confused. Okay, with the second part, because what I'm going to say, location of the recipient of the service means, example, the service provided in Delhi, but location of the recipient is Karnataka. That means Karnataka is the place of supply which is considered. Okay, so in the case of registered person. Okay, so next look at provided to an unregistered person. In this case, the place of supply of service will be location where the services are actually performed. Okay, it means if you are giving a service to an unregistered person, okay, is the person the service receiver is an unregistered person, and this service is performed at Karnataka or Delhi. That means where the service or training is actually performed, that location is considered as the place of supply of service. Okay, so let's look at the examples. Okay, Mr. A located at Kolkata provides training at Kolkata to employees of Messrs Infosys Limited, which is registered at Mumbai. Find the place of supply of service and GST liability in the following two cases. So what you could see, case one they have given, Infosys is a registered person under GST. Next, Infosys is not registered person under GST. Okay, let's look at the, because what it clears, Mr. A, who is a training service provider, okay, which is located in Kolkata. So Mr. A is the trainer who has registered, who is located in Kolkata, and he is providing training services at Kolkata, in Kolkata itself. Whose employees? Messrs Infosys Limited employees is training in Kolkata only. But Infosys is registered at Mumbai. Okay, Infosys is registered at Mumbai. So in this case, what is the place of supply of service? So look at the first case. What it says, Infosys is registered person under GST, correct? So if it's a registered person under GST, so the place of supply will be Mumbai. Look at there, and he is liable to pay the IGST. Okay, very important. Look at, not get confused. So it clearly says, you look at the what is the rule here. Provided to a registered person, as I explained you, location of the recipient of service. Recipient of the service. Who is the recipient here? Infosys. Infosys is the recipient. Where Infosys has registered itself? At Mumbai. In Mumbai. Okay. But the service is provided in Kolkata. Service is provided in Kolkata. But what we are going to consider if he is a registered person? Location of the recipient of the service. That means Mumbai is the place of supply. Second case, if Infosys is not a registered person, okay, if Infosys is not a registered person, then it will change. Look at here. So what you could see here, place of supply, POS, place of supply will be Kolkata, because where the, see here, provided to an unregistered person, location where the service are actually performed, where the training is actually given in Kolkata itself. Agree? So that means, okay, it is been, okay, the place of supply will be Kolkata. So it means here intrastate. Okay, because the service trainer is also from Kolkata. Training is also given at Kolkata. So that means CGST and SGST is applicable. But here what happened? Though service trainer is from Kolkata, service is given at Kolkata, but the service is provided to the Infosys which is registered at Mumbai. So we consider the recipient location. So Mumbai. So place of supply will be Mumbai. So in that case, it's a intrastate. Kolkata is the service provider's location. Recipient location is Mumbai. So it becomes IGST integrated because it's the interstate. Then it will be considered that the transaction as interstate transaction. Okay. So this is how it has been done. Okay. Let's look at. I hope you are following. Any doubt, please you can raise in between. You can ask me. Next, we look at Guidelines Academy. Registered person provides commercial training and coaching services to budding CMS at Chennai. Many students who are unregistered persons from Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Kerala came and stay in Chennai for the purpose of undergoing training in the Guidelines Academy. Find the place of supply of service. Okay, this is one more example which talks about Guidelines Academy. Okay, which trains the students. Okay, provides commercial training. Okay, and who are the students? Where is located? It's located at Chennai. And many students, obviously, students will not be registered. See, this says who are unregistered persons. So students from different states came to Chennai to get training. Okay, students from different states came to Chennai and got the training, and they undergone the training under in the particular Guidelines Academy. So what is the place of supply of service? So it's clear where the place of supply, because the other side is obviously the unregistered people are there and they have moved to Chennai to get training. Okay, and training is not provided in your location, in the student's location. It is provided at the trainer's location. Okay, at the trainer's place at Chennai. So place of supply will be Chennai. And obviously intrastate, because service is Academy is located at Chennai, and once again service is provided at Chennai. That then in that case, so CGST and SGST. So here it's the intrastate, supply. So providing of service. So that's the reason CGST and SGST is applicable. Okay. One more example. X Limited being a registered person located in Hyderabad hires Mr. Y, who is located in Chennai, for appraisal performance of senior employees of their company. Mr. Y visits Hyderabad to evaluate the performance of the senior employees. Find the place of supply of service. Second, what would be the place of supply of service if some of the selected employees and relevant papers are sent to Chennai for evaluation, where X Limited is unregistered person? Okay. So what it says that X Limited being a registered person located in Hyderabad. Okay. And he has given the services, he has requested to provide services from Mr. Y, who is located at Chennai. Mr. Y job is to check the performance appraisal of the senior employees of the X company. Okay. So what happens? Y company is the service provider, X Limited is the service receiver, and Y is from Chennai. Okay, he visits Hyderabad. From Chennai he comes down to Hyderabad to evaluate the performance of the X Limited company employees. Okay, so in that first case, what it says, find the place of service, supply of service. Okay, so what you could see here. So what is the place of supply? So here the place of supply is considered as Hyderabad. The reason is very simple. Mr. Chennai, Mr. Y, where he has provided the service, he came down. He came down to Hyderabad. Okay. So the service, and even you could see he provided the service as Hyderabad, even though he is from Chennai, but he has provided the service to the Hyderabad. The reason is very simple, because it's a registered person case. Because X is a registered person, where is he is registered at Hyderabad. Okay. So from Chennai, Mr. Y from Chennai came and given a service at Hyderabad. So place of supply will be Hyderabad. And please look at tax IGST. Reason is simple. Service provider is from Chennai, provided service at Hyderabad. So it's an interstate. Okay, because he's a registered person. So registered person means you are clear. Okay, the place of the registered person, okay, is considered here. Supply recipient, the place of the registered person is considered here. Okay, so he's a registered person and the service is provided at the Hyderabad. So it's an interstate supply. So the place of supply will be Hyderabad. Second case they have given, in the case he is an unregistered person. And here, what is been clearly given there? X Limited, Y Limited from Chennai did not go to the Hyderabad, but company itself sent the relevant papers to Chennai. So from Hyderabad, X Limited sent all the performance appraisal papers of their employees to Y Limited, okay, to Chennai. So the Y Limited will check and do all the job at Chennai itself. Okay. So in that case, the place of supply will be Chennai, because where the service is provided. So the Mr. Y Limited from Chennai did not move out of the Chennai. All the service, whatever that papers has been sent, performance appraisal papers have been sent, all he checked it and verified, and he provided service at the Chennai is location only. Okay, in that case, so the place of supply will be Chennai, because it's been clearly given location where the service are actually performed. Okay, so since it's provided to an unregistered person. Why? Because we have to, it fulfills the condition. So where the service is actually performed, since provided to an unregistered person. So it clearly says that here. See, it's here. You look at here the service provided to an unregistered person, location where the service are actually performed. So this condition, because Mr. X Limited is an unregistered person and location of the service is provided Chennai only, that's the reason it is considered as a Chennai either, and CGST and SGST is considered. Why? Because the service provider is from Chennai and the service also he has done it and given at Chennai itself. That's the reason. Intrastate. It's an intrastate. When it is intrastate, it's the CGST and SGST tax is applicable. Okay, please be thorough with the conditions. Okay, let's look at one more example. Mr. Remo, located in Mumbai, a best choreographer, being a judge, appraised the performance of the participants in Dance Plus editions. He gone to Bengaluru for appraise the performance of dance show competition of various participants. So Mr. Remo is a choreographer who is from Mumbai, who has gone and judged the dance event at Bengaluru. So find the place of supply. Okay, so here Remo has moved from Mumbai to provide service at Bengaluru. So the place of supply, various provided service is Bengaluru. Okay, and it's been clearly mentioned that it's not been clearly mentioned whether he's a registered. If we consider it as it's an unregistered person. The recipient is an unregistered person. When the service is provided to an unregistered person, the recipient, example, the receiver of the service is an unregistered person, then the location of the service where it is being provided is considered as a place of supply. So that's clear. that Remo has moved from Mumbai to at Bangalore location. He has just the event, dance event. That means place of supply will be Bengaluru, because since the recipient of the service is a unregistered person. Okay. Okay. These are with related to the particular. You know. Uh, Next comes place of supply of services provided by way of admission to a cultural, artistic, sport, all these things, activities. 12 subsection 6. Okay. So this is with related to a certain services through the admission by way of admission for these kind of events, nature of service. Okay. One is cultural, then is artistic, sporting, scientific, educational, entertainment event or amusement part of any or any other place. So what is the place of supply of service? Okay, so here they have considered is the place of supply will be where the event is actually held. So they are going to consider where that actually the event is held. That location is considered, and or where the park or such other place is located, or the place where that park. Example, you have the GRS Fantasy Park. Okay, this is one kind of amusement park where it provides services, amusement and entertainment services it provides. Okay, so we know that it is located at Mysore or Bangalore in different locations. Okay, so in that case, where that park is located and service is provided there itself, agree? So that's the reason then the place of supply is considered as place of the park, or some event has held in a particular location. One event is organized, cultural event is organized, or one sporting event is organized in a particular location. Okay, and in that case, the where that event is held, in which location that event is held, that is considered, that location is considered as the place of supply of services. Okay, let's look at the example. Board of Control for Cricket in India, located in Mumbai. It's nothing but BCCI. Sold tickets online for IPL match. Okay, sold tickets online for IPL match. Is going to conduct at Chepauk Stadium, Chennai. Okay, so where the IPL match is going to conduct at Chepauk, Chennai. However, finally the match conducted at Mumbai. Okay, find the place of supply of service of the admission to sporting event. So BCCI is conducting IPL, and BCCI has issued the tickets. Okay, tickets of IPL match, which will be held online. They have sold the tickets. Okay, which the match will be held at actually Chennai. Okay, they planned the match because they issued the ticket for a IPL of the Chennai, at Chennai location. It means I mean to say that for the Chennai, the match will be held at Chennai. But what happened? And finally, it got changed. Match is conducted at Mumbai. Okay, so though we actually planned to hold the match at Chennai, but finally match conducted at Mumbai. So they are asking now, then what is the place of supply of service? So it's clear where the place where that event has held. So look at here, where the event is actually held. Can you see this? Okay, will be the place of supply of service. If it would have been held at Chennai, okay, then the event would have considered as the place of supply will be Chennai. But actually, the tickets were issued for Chennai match. But actually, what happened? It's finally the match conducted at Mumbai. Okay, the place of supply will be Mumbai. So the tax CGST GS, because why? BCCI is located in Mumbai. Okay, BCCI, the service provider is located at Mumbai, and the match is also held at Mumbai itself. That means intra-state service. So in that case, the CGST and SGST rate is applicable. Okay. So this is how we need to evaluate and assess. We have to properly read and need to find out the place of supply. Only few minutes left. We'll come back at the third hour, and we'll discuss further. Okay. over. I will meet at third hour.